This is David Lynn, and you're with me for a Friday evening episode of Coffee Talk, number 557. It is Friday, February the 6th, 2026, Central Time. And it's been a long week, and I'm drinking Nescafe coffee with Carnation liquid creamers, 2 of them. Heated the water in my kettle, put in a packet or sachet, whatever you want to call it, of instant coffee, stirred it up, and added the creamers, stirred a little bit more, and now I'm drinking it. Hope everybody is doing well. Uncle Al, Die Bullfrog 79, and Jack Stacks 64. Did you get a chance to see the short that came from my live stream? I guess the algorithm or the AI or whatever you want to call it put it together. Jack, there's a little segment there, one of my segments that talks about your channel. You're up quite late, Jack, to come into my live stream, being over in the UK. I do appreciate you do come in, and I truly appreciate that, and I will be visiting you hopefully this weekend and give you some more watch time and love. Been a long week, and I am enjoying my social butterfly. Hello, Nicole. I saw you sent me that email, and I just hadn't had a chance to get into it. But I'll try to do that this weekend, Nicole. Hillbilly Josh, how you doing? How you doing, Josh? I have been... Hello, Gary. How are you doing? Sorry I did not come in today. I have had a day at work. In Yoda's Blessed Life. How's it going? My friend Dave is knocking on the door of 50,000. Getting pretty close. And Dave has been having some health issues, so please be in prayer for Dave. He's been having some health issues of his own. 8 in the house, 7 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. You think you're going to hit 50K tonight? Well, congrats. Uncle Al's at 2707. My channel's been basically on a pause. It hasn't grown any in the last several days. I went to the doctor Wednesday. I was not feeling well. They've got a CT scan scheduled for me for this next Wednesday. I've been taking some pain medication and muscle relaxers for my back. And no, it's not a kidney stone. They checked for that. Kael, hello, Enrique. Thank you for dropping in. Hello, Verna. Face Place. Thank you for like number 10. Oh, well. I tell you what, I had a hard time walking Wednesday. I had a hard time standing up straight, and I did go to work. I don't like missing work. But I did leave a couple hours early um, to go to the doctor. I hear you. YouTube says sometimes in the next week or so, I should be getting a check for $103 and some change, minus whatever they withhold for taxes. They'll probably withhold 90% of that for taxes. Jesus. An MRI on your shoulder? God bless you. Getting old is hell, but it beats the alternative of not getting old. Just checking back to see who snuck in. Anybody come in I didn't see? And I think I mentioned I am drinking Nescafe coffee. Nescafe coffee, a stick of coffee with 2 liquid carnation creamers. I heated my bottled water. I don't drink tap water. I don't drink the bottled filtered stuff in my kettle, and it's good. Very, very good. Yeah, probably. Likely. Likely. Got some good material to go over today, probably about 4.5 pages worth. I didn't get through quite all of it. There's a little bit that we'll hit tomorrow. Uncle Al sent me quite a few notes, and I've got them all written down, about 4.5 pages worth. But I didn't quite cover all of it. I thought, save a little bit for tomorrow. We'll get into that in a few minutes. 11 likes. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh. Well, I will tell you. I'm on the back side of my next giveaway. I haven't checked back with Scott to see if he got my box. He should have got my box last Thursday, and I didn't get a confirmation that he just received my box, but he should have got it. So I would think he will probably be doing an unboxing and might be doing a mail call video. Make a nice mail call video for him. I need to check to see if has anybody checked to see if perhaps he did one. 1:07 a.m. in England. Well, thank you folks for being here and stopping by. I appreciate it. I understand if you'd like to take your leave and go about your business, getting ready for rest before the sun comes up. So, again, most everybody should know this. Every 100 new subscribers, new friends, I've been doing since I hit number 500. I've been doing a giveaway, and basically, what I tell people, and this is my own that I came up with, and anybody else wants to use it, that's fine. But I ask that they leave me a like and a supportive comment on each of the last 5 videos I will have released when I hit that next number. So I would, you should never assume, but I'm going to assume that I'll make 1 or 2 more videos between now and then, unless it just like drops on me overnight, which it has happened like that before. I've picked up, a pretty good chunk in 1 or 2 days, but here lately, no, I haven't been. So it'll probably be a couple of weeks, it might be a month before I hit that next number. But then again, it I'm not going to be putting out a lot of long form videos between now and then. If I put out any more, I've got a couple I think I'd like to do, but provided that I feel like doing them. I'm even at the point where I'm not doing that many shorts right now. My count numbers are down right now because I have not been releasing. The matter of fact, the last couple of shorts I've released have gotten very few views. The last 3 I think I've released have gotten very few, not even getting 100 views. So I don't know what's up with that. The algorithm, I guess, is just not giving me any love as far as pushing out what I'm doing. And I think they're pretty good shorts. I usually do food related shorts. Most of my stuff is food related, or it might be about the pets, or it might be going out buying gas or shopping, getting stuff at the store and showing stuff, the prices of stuff. But it is what it is. And then I've also released, the algorithm has, every time I do a live stream, the algorithm takes a snippet of it and turns it into a short, and then I get to decide whether I'd like to release it as a short or not. And I've released several of them as shorts, and they get a certain amount. They're not like my other shorts where sometimes I get 1,000 or more views on them, but I usually get around 100 or so. That these are, like follow up, I guess, from people who might have watched my stream, or a lot of times part of my stream or whatever. And it is what it is. I got one right now on private that I need to look at to see whether I want to release it or not. And if I release it, then we'll see. I just released another one here this afternoon, I believe, and it's got a few views. Gemini is having a mental breakdown. Okay, well, Scott did a nice unboxing video. Okay, I need to look at it. Okay, I love you too, Josh. You be safe, son. Josh has got a good channel. He puts out some good stuff. He's a young man. He's got his own son that he supports, and he's got a real hard job. He's working oil field, but makes good money. But it's tough. It's for young people. And Jules of Gina. Hello, Gina. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you stopping by, Gina. So, Uncle Al mentioned me in a video. I think I watched it today. I'm behind. Appreciate, when he gives me shout outs and encourages people to support me and my content and everything. I've got a few people who do that periodically, and Uncle Al's pretty good consistently about doing it, and I appreciate it, and I support Uncle Al as much as I can. So, pre-retirement days. Hello, Betty. The Comfort Food Channel. Pre-retirement days, comfort food and more. I think that's the way she used to have it. Solar storm and snowpocalypse this weekend. Yeah, I hear you. So we're about 15 minutes into the stream, 16 minutes into the stream, 5 in the house. I think we'll get started with the content. Uh, Bad, sad news topic number 8. Reported by CNN, MSN, Fox News, CBS, ABC, NBC, Sky News. It breaks my heart. Massive layoffs in the Washington Post. After corporate investigations, federal regulators found massive foreign involvement, reportedly. One of the things I think was also involved is that they lost a lot of money this last year. They lost a couple of $100 million this last year. The paper's not making money; it's losing money. They're starting to close departments. Like some of their sporting. They've dropped their sporting department and certain things that they're doing. They're dropping that. They're dropping that. With the threat from the FCC, possible loss of license. After Chinese and North Korean intelligence agents found in the Washington Post staff and reporters, plus influenced by Soros Group, Chinese influencers, and American Indian tech billionaire. That's not good. Couldn't happen to a worse group. Couldn't happen to a worse group. Yeah, Jeff Bezos purchased the Washington Post. And one of the things that he did that they were just crying about is he did not allow them to endorse Kamala Harris in the last election. And there are other news publications that said they were not going to endorse a candidate, and Bezos did not allow the Washington Post to endorse Harris. Normally, they endorse anything socialist or far left. They love to endorse anything radical far left, and they weren't allowed to do that. Hello, Anne Marie. How are you doing? Anne Marie's got a very good channel. She live streams. I go into her live streams, and they make puzzles and they do games, and they talk about food and such. Speaking of which, my next MRE review, which will be menu number 5, will be chicken chunks. That should really interest Gary because he is a connoisseur when it comes to chicken, turkey, or any form of bird as far as cooking is concerned. How am I? I'm going to be having a CT scan this coming Wednesday on my back. They said it's not a kidney stone. They tested my urine, my pee, and they said no, that there was nothing in it to indicate that it was a kidney stone. So I'm glad to that effect. But now we got to figure out, could it be gall bladder related? Could it be gallstones, or could it be, you know? So I have that to look forward to this coming Wednesday afternoon. Topic, unhappy topic number 9, reported by All News Media. Zoran Mandani failed his first major emergency crisis in New York City. Snowbanks, garbage, and feces, human and pets, blocking the sidewalks and streets, the snowpocalypse, leaking into subways, office buildings, and other. Mandani is blaming the opposition and last administration for this problem. They got real big stinking problems there. They hadn't been cleaning up. They hadn't had the equipment out the way they should. Stuff's been piling up. It's really nasty. Your socialist paradise in operation. It's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Yes, I'm taking muscle relaxer in the evening, and I've got pain medication, prescription pain medication that I'm taking. Supposed to take 3 times a day. I've actually today I've taken one. I'll take another one when I go to bed. And the combination of that pain medication and the muscle relaxer will put me out for a good 6 or 7 hours of uninterrupted sleep. So I look forward to that. And hopefully, I'll be getting better. It's not as bad as it was, but it's still hurting some when the medication wears off. Unhappy topic number 10. Shutdown is removed in ICE 1. Democrats in retreat. The Trump administration changes tactics. Removes the 700 Border Patrol agents and ICE agents from Minnesota. Instead, lawyers, accountants, and investigators from other agencies are investigating nonprofit organizations and unions who are involved with anti-American activities and foreign powers. Teachers union, labor union, and nonprofit organizations in Minnesota. They've had a lot of fraud and a lot of voodoo up there, and they're going to go in at that. Expect to have some prosecutions, just like with that church where they went in and they disrupted these church services. Don Lemon got arrested and is being prosecuted, and he's proclaiming his innocence, and he's a journalist, and he didn't do anything. And there's some other people, including some of them politicians, that have been arrested and charged. Now something better and deals with preparedness. Continue with happy topic number 11. No cooking foods. All right, the first one was peanut butter. The second one, or number 2, is tuna and salmon pouches. Metal cans are fine with pull top lids. Reason: most YouTube preppers are one-track thinkers. Reality check comes hard. Pouches are better for apartment dwellers, mobile home residents, van life people, elderly, disabled, and Gen Z and Gen Alpha Omega. Because tools disappear or mentally weak, poor eyesight, cold, weak, shaky, elderly hands, can openers vanish, lost, or suddenly your metal stockpile of non-pop top lids can't be opened. Access is the word. Note, most Gen Z and Gen Alpha Omega can't read, write, or use a can opener. Stanford tested American 8th graders over a 10-year period, 2015 to 2025, in all 50 states. Pouches contain tuna and salmon are easy tear open proteins sources, no cooking. Protein matters because stress eats your body. When fight or flight runs for days, your body breaks down muscle tissue to fuel the brain, not body fat. Myth. You lose strength, you lose endurance, you get weak faster than you expect. A pouch gives you a hard hit or complex protein with no cooking, and if you want an upgrade, tuna kits with crackers, that tiny crunch, that tiny cracker. This feeds the food effect. That's morale, psychological effect. And morale is fuel. 20 pouches of pop-top cans minimum. Number 3, pop-top can or canned beans. Beans are boring. At this point, I've been advised to reference Blazing Saddles in the cookout scene. You got the rednecks around the campfire eating beans. More beans, Mr. Taggart? He comes out smelling, shaking his hat. They're all belching and farting and big flatulence. I think you boys have had enough. Funniest scene in Blazing Saddles, which is about 50 years old now. Good. Boring means available. Boring means cheap. Boring means reliable. Fact, fart jokes aside, canned beans give you calories, fiber, and protein in one container. All right. Raj, you are now a standard moderator. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. Regrouping a little bit. Still drinking coffee. Nescafe. Good stuff with Carnation liquid creamer. Somebody's doing a spell check. Okay. Fiber isn't optional. A steady diet of mouse motel food, bars, jerky, crackers, in panic with stress turns your digestive system into a problem. Constipation sounds real funny until it turns painful and you don't have medical help. See the Oregon Trail. Beans keep your digestive system moving. Pop top only. No can openers required. 30 cans or pouches minimum. Number 4, shelf stable tortillas. Every YouTube prepper buys milk and bread in every stupid disaster, like New York City snowpocalypse, snow, garbage, and feces. Remember, folks, bread molds and rots. Bread doesn't travel well. Bread crumbles or flattens. Bread becomes useless, crumbles, and dust. In space, bread is banned from all zero-gravity spacecraft. See zero gravity and breadcrumbs from NASA. The tiny particles are major health hazards affecting eyes, nose, and lungs. With gravity, crumbs and particles fall. In space, they float. A threat to equipment and electronics. See the International Space Station fire. Tortillas survival. They traveled well without damage. They wrap anything. They turn random survival food into a meal. I've got several cases of them. Shelf-stable tortillas. Good stuff. They put them in MREs. Certain MRE meals have tortillas. A meal shaped by psychological terms. See McDonald's or Taco Bell. Beans, plain or refried in a tortilla, becomes a burrito or a wrap. Tuna salad pouch in a tortilla becomes a taco or a wrap. Peanut butter in a tortilla becomes a snack treat or wrap by adding fruit, jams, or nuts. Peanut butter and jelly. Good stuff. It sounds small to a normie or YouTube prepper, but psychologically, it feels like you're eating a real food. See McDonald's. Ark Wildman, how's it going? Thank you for stopping in. Ark Wildman Survival. Instead of Cousin Dumas scavenging for mouse motel buckets, this keeps your brain from slipping into despair and madness. 6 packages, 10 tortillas in each package, minimum. Well, when you get shelf-stable tortillas, like the stuff that I tend to buy, normally comes 2 tortillas to a package. You get 12 packages, that's 24 tortillas when you buy a box. You get 12 packages, 2 each. That's 24 tortillas. Number 5, protein bars and granola bars. These aren't part of your main food plan. These are your last ditch rations. See World War II D-bar rations. These are your emergency power boost and energy boost. See Popeye's spinach. The thing you eat when you are feeling your brain is turning foggy. See Snicker bars commercials. When your hands shake. When you get irritable and confused. El Paso and Taco Bell sell 10 packs. Okay. Good to know. When you're about to make a dumb decision, just to stop feeling helpless, you die stupid. Women, Gen Z, Gen Alpha Omega, 60% will die during SHTF. Bars are fast calories with zero setup, but treat them like ammo. Because in boredom, stress, and panic, you will eat them too fast. Not a treat. Look for 200 to 230 calories in each bar. Look for 9 to 10 grams of protein. Heat resistant, doesn't melt. 40 bars minimum. Here's a special note. Supplement drinks, like Ensure, can replace the bars for elderly, children, and the disabled. Ensure. And Ensure comes in different flavors. You get the vanilla, you get the chocolate, you get the strawberry. They've got different flavors of that. Good stuff. Woo. Finishing my coffee. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Good stuff. So, it has been a long week. I've gotten through the script that Uncle Loud sent me. There's a little bit more that I'll put in tomorrow's live stream. I plan on doing another live stream tomorrow. And I think that I'll have some more stuff to cover. I will be doing another giveaway when I hit that next number. I'm on the back side. Got about 40 more to go. And when I get those 40, there will be another drawing from the hat. If you'd like your name in that hat, what you need to do is leave me a like and a supportive comment on each of the last 5 videos I will have released, long form videos I will have released. I may not have any new videos beyond what I've already put out. There may be 1 or 2 more. I have the desire to do another how to boil water and make coffee or tea or, you know, freeze dried foods with boiling water. I think I'm going to do a small stove demonstration of how to heat water. I've done that a few times, and that will probably be a fairly short 4, 5, 6 minute video. And then I do plan on at some point doing another. Hello, Melinda Elliott. Thank you for coming. I do plan on doing another MRE menu number 5, US MRE menu number 5, which is chicken chunks. That will probably be with shelf-stable tortillas. I will look at putting that out in the near future. Might get ambitious and do it this weekend. You never know. I am on pain medication, muscle relaxers right now because of my back. I thought it was likely to be a kidney stone because I'd had a CT scan like 3 years ago, and at that time the doctor had said I had the formation of a small speck, might turn into a kidney stone in my left kidney area. My pain is in my right kidney area, above my right kidney. So they did a test on me, and they said no, it's not a kidney stone. So they're going to do a CT scan on me this coming Wednesday afternoon, see if they can determine what the deal is. Belinda's Country Living. Hello, Belinda. Thank you for coming in. And Joseph Moore, my friend. How you doing? Hope the family's doing well, Joseph. People coming in, greeting each other. I'm glad everybody made it home safely. It has really warmed up here. We had a couple of days where it got down to 24, 25 degrees. Didn't have any snow. Had a little bit of ice one day when we'd had a little bit of light rain. Wound up having a little bit of ice. But all that is gone away now, and was 80 degrees today. The high today was 80. This afternoon is probably down in the 40s tonight. No prediction of freezing weather over the next 10 days. So I feel like that will probably be a blessing, not having to deal with the freezing rain or freezing weather. Yeah, Uncle Al puts out a heck of a lot of good shorts. He does. Like me, he puts out a lot of food-related shorts. I really don't do that many. I do some, and then I release them a couple a day. I usually release a short in the morning, and then I'll release another short in the evening before I go to bed. Like when I get off of this live stream, I'm probably going to release another short. Speaking of, it's important to have a supply of matches or some such that you can use to make fire. I took one little pack out of this. You've got 10 packs. Each one has like 32 matches in it. This was 99 cents at Walmart. 99 cents. So like this is a prep. It doesn't cost you a lot of money. And they've got the larger ones. But this just to show you. Preps don't have to be expensive, but that's a prep. The ability to make fire. Something that we have to have. And I know people like their fired up Fridays, and they strike their little. They got their flint and their steel, and they like to spark and make fire. I've got that too. I don't practice it much. Know how to do it, but it's important to be able to make fire. Bic lighters, got a ton of these. Hey, KP Heathen, thank you for stopping by. KP puts out some outstanding posts. Lots of really neat images. A lot of funny humor, too. Puts out some good stuff. I like the one where it had the crap hitting the fan, and it had a turd with boxing gloves on hitting a fan. Thought that was really funny. Memorable. Good stuff. $19 likes, 7 in the house. Been a long week. Been prepping up for ARD meetings. Every week we have several ARD meetings. I've been prepping paperwork, doing transition interviews, doing interest profiles, trying to figure out what kids want to do when they get out of school, they graduate. Writing individual education plan goals, working on PLAS, present levels of academic functioning, and funny thing happened. The special programs director, she got a computer herpes, was sending out, and I thought, oh my God, I opened up a couple of her emails this morning. We got a email from our tech persons. Don't open anything that she sends you. She's got an infection, computer virus. And I sent to the tech director, I said, I opened a couple of emails this morning, from her, attachments. And he sent his tech assistant over to check my stuff, and it says, no, it's the last couple that she sent. The ones from early this morning should be safe. So I deleted the ones that had just been sent, and they said that she shouldn't be sending out any emails in the next few days. Apparently, that's one of those attempts to plish or whatever, trying to sneak in so they can get into our system. Somebody's been attacking us. 8 watching and 20 likes. That's good. Yes, a computer STD, Uncle Al. A computer herpes. It's getting bad. It's getting bad. 20 likes, 9 in the house. 50 minutes into the live stream. Well, we will be having, at some point in the foreseeable future, spring break. We'll have a week off. That'll probably be in maybe 3 or 4 weeks. Got to check. This coming week, we'll have Friday off for training, in service, workday type stuff. Got to keep up with that. I take every opportunity that I have to do my special ed paperwork. It's a never ending, rotating, then after we have the meetings, then I've got to go run copies of the stuff and do a signature page, and my paraprofessional will run around delivering IEPs and getting them signed, so I've got documentation that they signed for stuff. I'm also having to do what's called IEP progress reports. It's a never-ending story. My campus has about a little over a 25% special population. One month and 3 weeks. Somewhere along in there. I don't think it's going to be that long, Uncle Al, as far as um, we normally be on on a 9 week cycle, so it'll be somewhere. It won't be that long. It'll be probably, let's see, we've 5 weeks in, probably in about a month. About a month. I think we're 5 weeks into the new semester, so probably 4 more weeks, and we should be. I've got to check the calendar to look at it. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I've decided I'm going to get a new uh, PC notebook. I gave my daughter my Mac iBook. I gave her a real nice laser 3-in-1 laser printer. Um, and I bought her a reconditioned iPhone 14 Pro. She got the hookup for Christmas. She really did. So I need to, probably going to look at getting a new, because I got my other printer that I bought, which is an Epson photo quality printer. I have it at my school. Probably going to buy another one and have it here with the notebook I'm going to buy. And I'm probably going to wind up buying a Dell. I'll probably buy a Dell notebook. All I want to use it for is probably for live streaming and a little bit of correspondence type stuff. Maybe a spreadsheet here and there. Excel spreadsheets. Got to work on one. And I could bring my school one home, but I leave it at school. It is what it is. Tax season. I got my documentation together now. I got to make arrangements to get with my tax expert and have her do our joint return. Offered to have her do that for my daughter and her husband. Everybody has until April the 15th to get their taxes done. And there should be some money coming back, and there should be some money from the administration coming back, some checks to people from the tariffs. Got lots of tariff money in. The national debt, Super Bowl Sunday. I don't even know what the hell Bad Bunny is. That's one of those new groups, I think, or rappers or somebody talk about Bad Bunny. I've heard the name. I've never listened to the music. I'm not up on all that stuff. Doesn't have any heart. Smart Girl NYC. Well, Smart Girl NYC, how is it up there? Are you walking around? How's your nose when you're out and about? Can you smell all the trash that's piling up? I've heard it's pretty bad. I have heard it's pretty bad. God bless the folks in New York. I've also heard that the folks in Virginia are having buyer's remorse over the mayor. Was it governor? Yeah, the governor in the legislature. They're putting forth all sorts of expensive taxes that they want to impose. They ran as moderates, and you're seeing a real bad things are getting real bad. Not a good situation. Not a good situation. You just smell pot. Okay. I'm sure that's better to smell than crap. But I hear there's a lot of it in New York City. Pretty bad. I've seen videos of all the piles of brown snowbanks and such. Dark, stinky stuff. Cars can't get out. They need to call their insurance. They're not plowing the way they should. They're not shoveling the way they should. It's just nasty. And in some pretty good neighborhoods too. Pretty bad situation. I feel sorry for the folks up there. Not a good situation at all. The trash is piling up in Midtown. My area is okay, but the snow from 2 weeks ago is piling up and refreezing. I hear you. I hear you. It's not a good situation at all. Not a good situation at all. 10 in the house. 21 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. So I will plan on being back tomorrow for another coffee talk. And I appreciate y'all coming in. It's been a week. It really has been a week. When I hit the next mark, I'm on the back side. I got about 40 more to go. When I hit the next mark, there will be another subscriber giveaway. In order to qualify, please leave a like and a supportive comment on each of the last 5 long form videos I will have released when I hit the magic number. And your name will be in the hat, and you'll have a good shot at winning about $100 worth of goodies. Cost me over $100 to put together the package that I will send, and postage. So that being said, when I get up in the morning, I thank God for the day. Thank you for praying for me. My eye's been bothering me. I thank God for the day. I take my medication. Still need to take my medication this evening. I drink my coffee. I say the Lord's Prayer. I try to get right for the coming day. And I get cleaned up. I'm at school usually by around 6:30 in the morning. I'm 21 and a half miles from my job. It takes me about 30 minutes to get there. I have to drive across town. But it is what it is. I enjoy it. I really enjoy where I'm working at. I enjoy the people I'm working with, and I enjoy the kids I'm working with. You know, I find it rewarding. Teaching is a ministry. You need to remember that. So that being said, everybody, hey, Amanda Jean, thank you for stopping by. I am always happy to have you come in. And again, that being said, everybody have a blessed day, and hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. Thank you.